There are so many different car brands. I mean, think of how many brands you see every day. At least like, I don't know, like 4 or something. But regardless of that, there are hundreds of brands. And that means lots of logos. Some of these logos are great.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Some are simply vomit inducing. But Vice, you might ask, what about these logos? What are these logos? Won't you grace our ears with your wondrous voice? Well, my dear viewers, I will honor you. Don't you worry. Join me as we take a look at the best logos and some of the worst in the car industry. Toyota, my dear Toyota. I glaze Toyota a lot, and I'm not gonna stop today. Their logo? Well, does it get any more iconic? We've all seen how it kinda spells Toyota, I guess, but it gets better, trust me. I don't know why, but for some reason their logo fits both sports cars and overlanding cars and economy cars. Somehow, it's sporty, rugged, and basic. I don't know how, but it just is.
I'm talking about! That's why he's the MVP! That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
The only brands I could think of like that is maybe Ford. That's really it. Now, why does the logo look so good? Well, because it is round. Round logos are just great flowing things. Like Audi, tiny circles. Round things just look good on cars. And I'm sure there's a deeper reason for that, but you don't watch Old Vice for that reason, do you? You watch me for the ride. But back to the point. Toyota's logo checks nearly every box, especially a GR Corolla, by the way. Also, for a New Year's resolution, I will try to stop mentioning both the GR Corolla and GR Supra in every single video, so I hope I can do it. I can't. They may not sell well, but that Acura logo sure does look good. Which, apparently, as I'm learning, some people don't like. There's a weird subsection of the internet that think that the Acura logo is too feminine, which you have to be so deep into weird Reddit holes to even understand that, but—
Mom! Bathroom!
What, hon?
Bathroom! Bathroom!
regardless, Acura is a very sporty brand, which may or may not be the main problem with their sales, but with the sporty identity, Acura needed a great logo. The pointy, weird A shape just looks so, I don't know, fast. Much like the Honda logo, it just looks great. Also, like the Honda logo, it looks very good in red. S-line of Acura pairs red coloring with the logo and too good. Much like the Texans, Acura just keeps being undermined by their own flaws. The Texans have foul trouble, and Acura has an identity crisis. Nearly the same, actually. Acura's logo is sleek, sporty, but not very luxury. But guess what? I don't care at all. Acura is a sports car brand 100%. Speaking of a brand with a sporty logo, meet Mitsubishi. What a stupid failure of a brand. Really, what happened here? Once a great titan of a brand turned into an embarrassed laughingstock. Michigan football. Now sure, the brand is lame, but the logo is very evil looking. Like, imagine an evil empire, but with this logo on a flag. I've always thought that, but regardless, it's what defines a Mitsubishi logo to me. Off-roading and tough Japanese power. That is something that jumps off the logo. Plus, it looks great on the few sporty cars they used to sell. Lancer Evo, for example. Anyway, this is just a bonus, so let's quickly move on. I love circles. They just look cool.
Oh, tight, yeah!
Now, before you click off because of how weird I sound, hear me out.
Me out. Job of the Hut. Hell no! Hell no! What the fuck are you doing with that? Come hut this hut, baby.
Audi has the absolute best logo in the market to me, but I feel like Audi decides to design their cars to look like they fit their logo. Nearly every car they put out would look worse without the logo, which is a good thing. But what makes the logo look so cool? I think the fact that it is long really helps. Pause.
You're gay! He's gay! I'm not gay.
Which helps take up the perfect amount of space. On the biggest cars like the RSQ8, it just flows. Or even on the Audi sedans like the RS5 and RS7, it works. A big factor for the Audi logo as well is how low-key and vintage it looks. In the same way the Olympics logo just looks old school in 80s, Audi has the same sense about it. Put this on a retro t-shirt and it fits, but it also looks modern in 2024. Good job, Audi. I'm a sucker for shields. They just look sick to me. And there are a few different brands with shield logos, but none are as good as Porsche. When I think of the Porsche shield, I think of royalty. Being the pinnacle of luxury sports cars, it better have a royal logo. Plus, a major component to the shield is the color. A beautiful gold, again, royal color. As far as I'm concerned, the shield is just perfect. But what of the lore behind the famous logo? The prancing horse depicted on the shield is ripped from the Stuttgart coat of arms. The horse shows the history of horse breeding that Stuttgart was known for, and the red and black elements of the shield represent the old state, pardon me if I mispronounce this, Württemberg Hohenzollern. So there was a ton of German there, so forgive me for any mistakes.
Why do people play rock, paper, scissors? It's a stupid game. It does not work.
The Porsche logo is my favorite logo ever, but let's get into some of the worst. The stinkiest. You know me, I love to rag on garbage, and today is no different. We already went over the best logos, but what about the worst? I'm all about equal opportunity here at Advice on a Friday Night, so let's start this section off with Chevrolet. In the world of bad car brand logos, there may be no worse than Chevrolet. Put this logo on any other car besides for a Chevy, and it just looks trash. I mean, really, really bad. If you've ever been watching my channel for a while, you know how much I hate Chevy. Hell, even just GM minus Cadillac. Bland, corporate, dull. That is the Chevy logo. I mean, what do you even feel while looking at the logo? Hell, the best car Chevy makes, the Corvette, even hides the logo the best they can. And what a putrid color. Pissed yellow if you ask me. But what even is the logo supposed to be? Well, I found two separate stories. One is just a bow tie. That literally is it. Just as lame as GM. The second is the father saw it on a wallpaper design in France. You can't make this stuff up. Chevy is the most boring logo and brand on earth. The text just looks better. Moving on. I can already hear you in the comments. It is a deed punishable by death to dislike anything about Bentley, but hear me out here. This is one of the stupidest logos I've ever seen. B, that's it. It looks like something Lil Jon would have on his chain in the 2000s. Who likes a winged bee? And sure, I like Bentley. They look awesome. It's a rapper car. Yes, they sound awesome too, but the logo makes it look so, I don't know, goofy. Plus I can just say, the wings on car logos are so overdone. We need to move past that as an industry. Bentley was just a bonus, so moving on. What if Honda had an ugly logo? Well, lucky for us, we know what that would look like. Enter Hyundai. Ever since I was a kid, I knew the Hyundai logo was just off. Like, there is something not right about it. It's just shifty. The Hyundai logo offered me drugs behind the Walmart. Now, because I'm an incredible YouTuber, I decided to get to the bottom of the logo and actually learned a pretty interesting hidden meaning. Somehow, this is two dudes shaking hands. I would have never even thought that, but that is pretty cool, I guess. I have always loved when brands hide something in their logos. I thought this was just a weird ass H, but hey, there's something I didn't know. No, not the new logo, the old one. Ew, actually gross. When I think of a gross logo, I think of old Kia. You would have the nicest car on earth, a Rolls Royce, with the best tech in the industry, but has the Kia logo, and it instantly looks bad.
That is one big pile of shit.
The Great Value brand gives off the same feeling. I actually feel like Kia's always been the Walmart version of Honda. Maybe not anymore, but still. Plus the way the letters look too. What a weird font, just cheap. But I will admit, I do kinda like the brand new logo rebrand. A better logo really goes a long way. Only I, the greatest YouTuber on the face of the planet, Advice on a Friday Night, could spend this much time talking about car brand logos. I feel like I have even more to say, but at that point I would have just been rambling and ranting, and I don't want to subject any of you to that. Also, I'm just now realizing that I should have put the SAAB logo in here, because that thing's freaking sick. Thanks for watching.